So as there has been about 2 themes this week, I'm going to do both in order of excitement, from the Nerd Off to the Cinnamon Challenge. Not that the Nerd Off is exciting, but I find the Cinnamon Challenge more exciting probably because I haven't done it, so I don't know the pain that comes with it. But so we're going to do the Nerd Off first, so here we go. So I've always considered my nerdy life sort of divided into 2 little sects, one being book nerdishness and the other being music nerdishness. Guess I'll introduce you to them separately as 2 separate units. And when I say music nerdishness, I don't necessarily mean musical instrument playing nerdishness, I mean like music listening to knowledge bands situationness. So this is my bureau situation. Most of my music is actually digitalishness, but it'd be hard to give you a tour of a virtual thing on iTunes. This is CDs, and actually there's a ginormous shelf thing downstairs that has a bunch more CDs, but these are my favorite personally things. Or not really, because most of my favorite stuff is on iTunes. The stuff that I have on CD that I have that is here. So there we go. So at the top here we have some White Stripes, Rilo Kiley, Incubus, Pearl Jam, Crash Test Dummies, The National, Snow Patrol, Dave Matthews Band, Tom Petty, more Dave Matthews Band, Train, which I actually don't like that much, but you know, nor do I like U2 that much, but whatever, and then Jet, which is okay. What is that? I don't know. Coldplay Live 2003. I actually really like Coldplay, not necessarily their more recent popular stuff, because that's just overproduced crap, but their older albums and stuff are really good, actually. Fish, who are a very good jam band, I suppose. I mean, all their songs are like a half-hour long, but you know. And then everyone knows Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Then that next one is, Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is a very good album. And then Rush. More Jet, Hank Green, Faux Jokes. And then we have Led Zeppelin. What is that CD? Oh, that's John Lennon. Or, not John Lennon, Paul McCartney, sorry about that. And then we have The National, who are extremely good, though no one knows of them. Then Wilco, who are very good, even though Jeff Tweedy sounds like a dying pig. No, I don't think that, but he just has a very bizarre voice. The Wallflowers, who are fronted by Jacob Dylan, who's Bob Dylan's son, so there's that awesomeness connection. So thus concludes my music CD situationness. So on to books now! Okay, this isn't entirely unrelated to books, but look at that! Look at the filament! Like, look in the light. It's just like a little string thing that just lights up. It's amazing, you know? Okay. So, like every nerd fighter, I've always been obsessed with reading and stuff, which I'm actually sure was accented by the fact that my mom is an English teacher, so that's very good. So to start off, I'll say that actually I didn't really get even into that much into fiction except for Harry Potter until a little while ago. So before that, I primarily just read things about things. Like this is my children's dictionary, which so really only served me until I was like 10, but I would read that for fun. Yep, reading the dictionary. And there's my Ultimate Planets book, because I really like astronomy. The Clear and Simple Thesaurus Dictionary, which I also read for fun. And I also really like how-to books and things that explain things. So this is like a dollar origami book, and I actually could make that peacock out of $1. Yep, so that's a thing. That's kind of sad, but yes. Uncle John's Bathroom Readers are amazing. They're just like random facts and stories and really cool stuff. I was also extremely obsessed with card tricks and stuff, so I have The Idiot's Guide to Street Magic and Giant Book of Card Tricks, Sailing Book, Optical Illusions, Insects and Spiders, Ancient Rome, Dragonology, like a fiction, non-fiction situation, I guess. Greek mythology, which I actually think I stole from my 4th grade class without even knowing it. I think I brought it home to borrow and then just kind of forgot to return it, so good stuff. And then the Animal Encyclopedia, and then the Atlas, which I also read for fun. So then Awesomeness Town, fiction, which I really sort of discussed in my last or something video. Inheritance Cycle, everyone knows that. John Green books, not all of them, but some of them, because I only really got into Nerdviteria recently. And Pendragon, which the 8th book is somewhere, but that's really only the last 5th of the series. Zombies vs. Unicorns, which is an amazing nerdy book, I guess. So, nerd off points there. The Book of General Ignorance, which is kind of my Bible. It's like, Jesus. disproving commonly known quote facts. Just kind of it's like disproving lots of stuff that's commonly accepted, which actually kind of makes sense. And then philosophy, because thinking about thinking is fun. So philosophy is cool. And then Percy Jackson and the Olympians, DJ McHale book, which is that guy, also that guy. Atherton, which is probably up there with my favorite books. I don't really know what that book is about. Maximum Ride, which is a good series by usually an adult author, James Patterson, but he writes this series about kids with wings. Douglas Adams, Artemis Fowl, Fablehaven, which is good. 11 Thumps, which sounds like a number and a verb. It's not 11 Thumps. That's the name of a guy. I sound very enthusiastic, I'm sure, right now. I'm just very tired. Stephen King. First couple books of the Dark Tower series, which is extremely awesome. More Uncle John's things. Infernal Devices and A Darkening Plane, which is part of a very good series. And then stuff. Avalon, which is very good. And then Jim Butcher, which is like a fantasy mystery detective solvey thing. So that's my books primarily. So we have Calvin and Hobbes, which just, if you don't know Calvin and Hobbes, you need to live a little bit. And then Harry Potter, of course. Focus, lens flare. I'm Steven Spielberg. Yay, okay. That is books. So that concludes the nerd off. So I'm not the most outwardly nerdy person. I mean, like, I don't have that much nerdy paraphernalia because I've never really labeled myself as a nerd until like I knew what a nerd was. I don't really know what I never really knew that. Like, it's not like I was like, oh, I'm not a nerd. I'm too cool for nerdishness. I just never really. I was always a nerd, I guess. I just never really had a name for that. What I was. So that's that. So yay. So nerd off. I don't think I win. I think out of all the ones I've seen, I think Shannon. Sorry, you win. From my perspective. Not that everyone else has sucked, but just the amount of stuff you have is like incredible. So there we go. Now we move to the ever exciting cinnamon challenge. I gotta say, I've seen many a video of this, but I've never done myself, and I'm not really looking forward to this. Actually, I sort of am, but not really. Because I don't really like cinnamon at all, but like normally, but this is just going to be interesting. So we have our Shaw's ground cinnamon right here, and a spoon, because that's the way people do it. And I'm really looking forward to drawing out my mouth with a bunch of spice. On the floor. Okay. So we have, it's kind of two separate lumps I'm seeing. I don't know why that's relevant at all, but so here we go. Okay. Okay, so that was really unpleasant. Oh, I can still feel it in the back of my throat, and it's all spicy. But so what happened? It tastes so bad, and the cinnamon. I know it's like good on things for some people, but for me it's not good at all. And it's just, it was like spicy and sweet and weird at the same time. But oh, I wish you all the best in maybe doing this. I wouldn't suggest it at all in any way. Addie and did Erica? No, Erica didn't upload. So Addie and Erica, I look forward to your videos either this week or next week or whatever. And yes, so I will see you guys on the Flip-a-Doodle. And also, no, but the reason I couldn't make a video this week, this Tuesday, was because I was away all week in northern of me, New York and Vermont and New Hampshire. So I apologize. I know New York, Vermont, New Hampshire means nothing to you, Joe, because you don't live in America, but it's up for me. So anyway, it's not relevant. So there we go. I feel very insufficient in the way of sign-off sounds, Shannon, after your Perry the Platypus. Oh, I know what I can do. I can do this. Actually, you know what? As an ode to my old username and my obsession, this is my sign-off sound. Ready? 1, 2, 3.